Dolly Parton has new double Ds. Double discs. What did you think I was talking about?
I love your double D's line. I'm going to use that from now on.
Living in Vegas, living in a casino for a month and a half, I mean, there wasn't much acting we had to do. I mean, we all feel like we did a war movie together.
Bradley Cooper or Anderson Cooper?
Hey, boo-boo. Anderson Cooper. That's my baby. How did you know that?
He demands that we Google him, and then Catherine Hahn says we Googled it, and it says that you. And you'll bleep that out, right?
I think so.
Right. You can, right? This isn't live.
Yeah, it is.
It is live.
Nice job.
It's
nice
live.
One. Fun.
You know what the good news is? Is that we finally got everyone's attention.
There you go.
You know what I'm really glad about?
Yeah.
Is that the swine flu is not the Asian swine flu. When SARS was going on, I was in Toronto and I coughed and everybody dispersed. Everybody was like, oh no, there's an Asian person. She coughed. Ah.
How inappropriate.
Well, the bend and snap doesn't really work because it doesn't make sense because you don't really, what would really work, the bend and snap, if I could redesign the bend and snap,
Yeah.
I would have bent over and really have grabbed my breasts. But in the movie, it was a very sort of G-rated thing. But I have a more X-rated thing that would probably work better. No.
It's funny, but it's serious too. I mean, where do you think the balance is?
I'm always going to start off trying to be funny. And if I can slip some knowledge, a little medicine, you know, some echinacea in there, you know, I'll give you a little echinacea.
There's a big storm, but don't worry, it's out on the ocean and there's no one's fishing there right now. It was a good day today. I got to do the weather, I got nominated for an Emmy, and I'm here in the CNN newsroom.
You are!
Oh, look at that!
You know, at first I was like, I'm 40! I kind of wanted to jump off a cliff, but I still get carded on occasionally, which I don't
Isn't that flattering? Absolutely.
They're just being kind.
Lisa, this is something that so many people have been talking about in the tabloids, and I want to know if you are concerned with Joey Fatone's plastic surgery.
I love you, Reggie. I love you. And you know, I am, but he's coming clean about it. He's talking about it.
Yep, I got a few extensions on certain things.
I love you, Reggie.
I mean, how seriously are you looking for then a casual partner? Is this just more entertainment?
No, it's
both.
Fortunately or unfortunately, it's really entertaining because of me watching me make a fool out of myself while dating, which could be a lot of fun, right?
I could always push myself less, but I don't think that's really in my DNA, so I enjoy it.
But there's got to be some you time involved in there somewhere, because otherwise you just burn out.
Well, I'm getting married in 2 Sundays,
okay.
so I won't be working that. I'll be working the Friday and the Monday, but not the Sunday.
It's still hard for you to watch this.
That's hard for me to watch. I can't watch that scene.
Just heartbreaking?
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard for all of us to shoot that one. It was one of the last things that we did on the shoot, and I can't put it really into words why it affected me so much. I mean, literally, personally, for me, I just fell on the ground and just started crying. I can't even talk about it. I can break up. It affects me so adversely.
Were you all given a phone call or a heads up that this was going to happen?
No. Until the book had already been written, so you could say that the train had already left the station. So she did come up and have lunch with me, and we discussed it, and she told me what was going to be in the book. I was upset, but again, I try not to judge people because I always feel that a resentment is like drinking a ton of poison and waiting for the other person to die.
I knew that if I had told my parents about the teacher at the time, that was my choice at the time, I'm not recommending this to anybody, that I knew my dad would have put a bullet in his head. And I actually wanted to have a dad. I didn't want my dad in prison. That's the kind of dad, you know, my dad is very, very, very caring, and it's not something I would recommend anybody to not tell about things.
I was on the stage for We Are the World and Heal the World, and turned around and was surprised to see the Jackson brothers and sisters coming up on the stage with Michael's children. That just filled my soul and my spirit and my heart with gladness.
That wasn't planned?
No!
Wow!
Many things weren't planned, and definitely not that.
When did you know that you were going to be able to do this? Were you in the hospital when you kind of made that decision? Was it when you got out and you said, I can handle it?
You know, I don't even know if I'm really still there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to take one time out. Sit, fold hands, fold hands, fold hands,
fold hands and be quiet. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Sit. 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 Fold hands. Snack is next. Sorry.
Why should they go out this summer and rent the season 1 DVD and get caught up and see season 3 in the fall?
Right now, with kind of everything going on, I feel like that's what people really need right now, is just a nice hour of escapism, and I think that we offer that in spades, you know. Is that right?
Yeah, in
Can you
spades.
offer something in spades?
I think so. It's easier than offering it in diamonds, clubs, or hearts.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's as you can see, it's we take ourselves very seriously, and.
Is Miley fun to work with, and is she really nice?
All right, so we did catch Miley Cyrus on the red carpet, of course, at the premiere.
Right.
So what do you think?
She's wonderful. She's constantly entertaining you, whether she means to or not. And like I said, she makes every situation comfortable.
It's the Jonas Brothers.
And how awesome are your fans?
Fans are the best in the world. I think that you know, for us, we're just so honored to have fans who are so supportive and have a very unique way of showing their appreciation for us with the screaming and the fainting sometimes and things like that. But for the most part, just really going above and beyond to make us feel really loved.
Jordan, is that how high you bring your leg up, or is it higher? Because in the video it was higher.
These days, that's how high. These days, that's how high we bring it up. Back in the day,
Because I remember like that. I remember a higher kick.
6'4". You're 6'4".
That's true. I'm mostly
raise
leg.
your leg that high, you're gonna hurt someone.
So it's just us and two people just kind of throwing clothes everywhere and putting clothes on and trying to make sure that when we come back on the stage that all the zippers are zipped and buttons are buttoned and you know.
Who's in trouble if the zippers aren't zipped and the buttons aren't done?
The guy who's not zipped.
I asked the producer, I said, hey, what are you guys going to do with that football? And they said, well, we don't know really. I said, well, I could really use it. I see Burt Reynolds sitting in the makeup chair. And I said, oh, Burt Reynolds, how's it going? I got the ball under my arm. I was like, oh, I'm Gavin DeGraw. I'm a big fan. Nice to meet you. He's like, well, hey, Gavin. He just signed away. And I was like, damn you, Burt Reynolds. Now I can't even play football with that ball because it's too valuable now.
Beszélsz magyarul?
Igen, beszélek
Anyukám született Magyarországon. Tudok beszélni
Oh my God, he speaks Hungarian! Beszélek, de 98-ban jöttem Magyarországon.
You're watching CNN USA.
I think deep down, I always wished I was in a band and not a solo artist. I get lonely out there. And I like to meet other kindred souls and other musicians. And we have so much fun in the studio. I'm a global girl, you know, born in Canada, of Portuguese parents, you know, speaking different languages. So it's very me to release a whole album in another language.
All right, for the Spanish-speaking CNN fans. Quizás una caricia pueda salvar la ilusión. No dejemos que muera el amor. Si en el fondo nos duele partir. No dejemos que muera el amor. No es posible la vida sin ti. Te necesito. There you go.
There's no gas left in the tank. You've always got your engine running. You got no whip, but the beast lays down. Feeds upon the rest is finally found. What do you like? My open toe revolver. What do you like?
Right? In the stream, that is what we are.
No one
in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another place, and we'll rely on each other. From one lover to another. Dolly, that was fantastic.
You can sing in my house anytime.